Good morning, afternoon and evening all, this is Yorkie, I hope you're doing well. Today I am back. I've been away, as you probably know from the last week or so. I've just got myself a brand new PC and yeah, basically I'm now pretty much back up and running, still missing a few games, still missing a few programs here and there. But yeah, it's near enough all done. So this is the first lot of footage of some F1 2012 on the brand new PC. Everything is ramped up to max. It's on highest graphics settings you can possibly get. And as you can see up in the top left hand corner there, I am running at a very nice and steady 60 FPS. Yes, it is rather glorious. I am very, very happy. But yeah, this was one of the first races I did since I came back on the new system, and it was quite a lot of fun. It was actually a rather interesting race. So unfortunately, because I'm an idiot and I managed to format the hard drive with all my videos on, I currently have no footage. I don't have my intro or outros, so those will be missing from a video or two whilst I try and get those back up in progress. But nonetheless, we will go straight to the grid and straight into this video right here. So there's me at the back of the grid, and again, as it's a new build, I don't have any of the mods that I was using before, so I don't have the 2013 cars and I don't have the helmet. But nonetheless, we're at the 5 lights and we are away. We get a relatively good start compared to the Toro Rosso on the left. I'm accelerating up now relatively quickly. We're going to have a look down the inside of this Williams as we're now battling for P7. Just about got that before the first corner. Then we've got Lotus coming up on the outside, but I'm going to hold it up on the inside here, and I managed to slip up into 3rd place within the first turn. That's from second to last back in P11. So accelerating hard now, using a little bit of curves. I want to chase these 2 Marussias up ahead of me, and I've got a Lotus right behind me. They're getting quite a good amount of time on this first Marussia here of Angus 513, who is British, which is always good to see. I had to back out a little bit there. Did try and think about going for an overtake, but couldn't quite pull it off. As he again runs very wide. I'm going to back out the throttle a little bit. I can't really give it the full beans out of the corner as much as I'd like to, and battle for that position. I had a little look on the inside there, but he does shut that door, so once again I'm going to back out, and it looks like he's running wide in quite a few places here, so I'm thinking of lining myself up for this corner here. Yep, he does go out wide, and I basically just take the shorter karting line and hold it ever so slightly slow on the apex to try and stop him from getting the undercut. I use a little bit of my curves, which is going to give me into a nice slipstream into Grossman and up ahead of me here. Braking, and initially I did want to go for the undercut, but it looked like a lag tapped in there, so I had to back out of it. The other Marussia got through, used the last little bit of curves, and it looks like now I'm alongside Grossman, but I'm using the slipstream of Angus here, and it looks like I'm going to go down the inside of him into turn 1, and we are going to take P1. It sounds like it gets very, very close behind, but looking back they've dropped off a bit, so I'm going to try and build a little bit of a gap now, just trying to get used to this newer, much smoother frame rate. But I dipped the wheel on the curve there, which causes me to lock up. Looks like the Lotus has gone wide again. It's cost me a lot of time, and the Lotus actually lagged back into P1, so some desync issues there. I'm now back down in P4 due to that lockup, but unfortunately I'm right behind them. I get tapped from behind and, well, almost get pointed off and spun off as well, what was actually happening there was I was in the slipstream of the car up ahead. I didn't feel like I was going to make the corner properly just by going full throttle, so I backed out ever so slightly. The guy behind, obviously clearly with much more grip than me, came through full pelt, bumped into the back of me, and I don't know, I'm guessing he spun, overcorrected and hit the side of me, which caused us to both spin. Fortunately, didn't get a penalty, but we are now right on the back of this very, very shiny and reflective McLaren. Now that I actually can run maximum everything, actually have decent reflections. As you can see, wing mirrors, I can actually see a lot more. Now I've got L. Hamilton trying to slip past, so I'll take his slipstream. Did want to go for the inside, but didn't really happen. I don't know whether there was a bit of a lag there. Grossman on the end, well now outside, a lag bubble there. Just all sorts of small things are slowly pushing me back away from P1, trying to prevent me from getting this win, which is frustrating. Closing relatively quickly up there on Grossman in that braking zone, but I try and catch him up. Unfortunately, top P7 are probably within about 3 seconds of each other, round about now, 3-4 seconds. It's just a nice long train of cars, and P8 is right behind, but Lewis Hamilton, or L. Hamilton there, looking rather slow, so I want to go for the inside on him here. It looked like Grossman was wanting to give me a little bit of room as well, just in case, so I'm going to move up alongside him. Take him on the outside. I'm not too sure what happened there. I think he might have got a little bit of oversteer on the on that small crest there. So the wheels do spin if you try and keep it tight. So I'm guessing that's what happened to him. So now it's all about being smooth through this corner here, getting a good exit, using a little bit of a curse, and I'm trying to be within this 1 second window to gain DRS down on a start-finish straight now. And it kind of looks like I'm just about managing to get it. Get a good smooth exit coming out. Yeah, got DRS, which is good. This will give me a good opportunity to close up even further on the guys up ahead. It looks like everyone's got DRS basically all along this back straight. So I haven't really gained much time, but it looked like I gained a little bit more time in the braking zone there. We've got a wide McLaren, so kind of looking to the outside of him there. Can't really cross over at this point. I'm too close, and lag desync issues could cause horrible things there. And it looks like I'm getting lag tapping people here, left, right, centre, everywhere. Just kind of having a look at the inside there, but the move wasn't really on, so I just basically kind of held the ground where I was. Whether Johan there did lock up and go into the side of Mauricio, or he got a tap from me, I don't know. It was clean on my screen, but again, McLaren lagging, but more desync issues. I hope these are fixed for 2013. But yeah, looking very, very feisty right now behind this McLaren. I want to get past. We're coming up to, well, we're into second to last lap, but we're coming into the very final section. I'm going to dive up the inside here, take that karting line, get a nice smooth run up the inside. Exit is okay. The little bit of curves has managed to keep the gap to the Lotus up ahead. I'm actually closing in the slipstream here, so this move has pulled off very, very nicely as I'm now getting DRS. But McLaren and Mercedes have gone diving down my inside. I had to kind of give him room, but I wasn't expecting the Mercedes to be quite so close, so I've lost out quite heavily there. And yeah, a little bit frustrated with that, but I have DRS, and now I'm going to switch out to the max fuel rich mixture. A little bit of oversteer there mid corner, which is not good. Cost me a little bit of time, but it looks like I'm still gaining on this Mercedes. McLaren is very, very slow, so once again, karting line, taking that shorter route. I want to have a look down the inside of these two guys. It looks like I've got the Mercedes, the McLaren, sorry, the Mercedes has gone wide, so I'm going to go around the outside of him on the entry to here. A little bit of curves allowed me to get ahead of him before the actual corner, meaning I could turn into that apex rather nicely. And now it's all about closing down on the Lotus of Javi 50cc, and I am pushing like crazy. I'm already pulling out a gap to the guys behind me. I want this second place quite desperately. A little bit of a short shift there. We're going up 9/10 of a second faster than the previous lap, going purple for the second sector of this lap, now down to 0.8 seconds. And taking the shorter route, braking in a straight line. Missed the apex ever so slightly, but the exit out that corner isn't too bad, using quite a large amount of curves there. to basically just try and get myself in a slipstream and try and have a good go down into this final corner. And I want to try and undercut here. I want to get a good exit because this is what's going to matter. He's gone wide. I've got DRS. I missed the DRS open ever so very slightly. We're coming to the line now. It's going to be a photo finish across the line. And fuck, I managed to get second. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Just about managed to get second, and we were exactly the same. Oh, there was nothing in it whatsoever to first place. Both 1.555 seconds behind first place. Somehow managed to get second. That was crazy. That was an insane race to come back from. I loved that. That was good. But yeah, that was second place. That's the end credits right there. Unfortunately, I don't have my usual video outro, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a rating. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content in the future. I hope to see you soon, guys. Take care.